Batman is the flagship character for DC Comics and arguably the most iconic superhero of all time. By now, nearly every person on the planet knows who the Dark Knight is, but just in case you woke up from a coma with amnesia and forgot everything you know about the world's greatest detective, here's some Batman basics. Batman first appeared in Detective Comics number 27 in 1939. For over 60 years, Batman's creation has solely been credited to artist Bob Kane, but many historians now believe writer Bill Finger deserves just as much credit thanks to his contributions to the character. Batman's costume has gone through many changes over the years. In fact, Bob Kane's initial designs of Batman had him in a red and green suit with blonde hair and a Lone Ranger mask. Batman is one of the few superheroes to not possess actual superpowers. Instead, he relies on his extreme intelligence and his many bat gadgets afforded to him by his vast wealth. By now, most people know Batman's moral stance against guns, but this wasn't always the case. He actually used a gun in his very early years, but writers changed this to avoid killing off his antagonists. And with villains such as the Joker, Penguin, Riddler, Catwoman, Two-Face, Bane, and countless others, Batman arguably has the greatest rogues gallery of all time. While many writers have put their spin on Batman over the years, every take on the character generally falls into two categories: fun and campy, or dark and brooding detective. While Bruce Wayne is Batman, several other characters have briefly taken on the Bat mantle over the years, including the original Robin, Dick Grayson, and even Commissioner Gordon at one point. Every now and then, Batman teams up with his best frenemy, Superman, but Batman always has some spare kryptonite laying around in case he needs to take down the Man of Steel. Speaking of team-ups, Batman has teamed up with all sorts of characters outside of the DC universe, including Scooby-Doo, Spawn, Punisher, and even the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. With over 75 years of history, it's impossible to include everything about the Dark Knight here, but just know that it's not who he is underneath, but what he does that defines him.